Crows in the life of greed. One beautiful day, a group of crows was sitting atop a tall tree, chatting as the sun set. While they were cawing and discussing their lives, one of them suddenly noticed a human approaching the tree. This man was known for his greed and desire to acquire everything. The idea of gathering as much as he could from the forest consumed him. As he got closer, he looked up at the tree and saw the crows. Gara, the oldest crow, smiled and said, "Look! A human! Let's see what he does." The man bent down and picked up a large stone from the ground, then stared at the crows curiously. Suddenly, he turned around and shouted, "I need that herb growing on the tree. I'll make my fortune with it." The crows were annoyed by his actions but decided to watch him. The man began trying to climb the tree, but he was big and heavy, so he stumbled and fell several times. Gargor, one of the younger crows, said, "What greed! It looks like he'll lose patience eventually." He trap of greed. After several failed attempts, the man decided to use the help of his dog, named Mosh. Mosh barked, "Why don't you ask the crows for help? They've seen everything." The man arrogantly replied, "No, I won't ask them for help. I'm a human, and I have strength." But the crows, still watching from afar, decided to intervene. They cawed in unison, "If you need help, we can assist you, but only if you share what you get with us." The man smiled, sensing an opportunity to gain even more. He said, "All right, I'll think about it." Immediately, the crows began to devise a plan. Gargor took the lead and shouted, "Friends! Let's use our intelligence. Let's tell him there's hidden treasure in the forest, but he'll need our help to get it." After some discussion, everyone agreed to the plan. Gargor flew down to the man and said, "Listen, we have an idea. We know where the treasure is, but you'll need us to get to it." Episode 3, The Path of Deceit. Excited by the thought of treasure, the man set off with the crows, eager to find it. As he walked with Mosh, Gargor added, "You'll need to give us a share of the treasure once you find it." Caught up in his greed, the man thought he would keep everything for himself, so he agreed. The crows led him deep into the forest, where the trees were thick and the dangers were real. As they traveled, the crows told the man stories about the treasure, explaining how it had been hidden for centuries and that he would need all his strength and speed to find it. When they arrived at the targeted spot, Gargor said, "Here we are. Now, you need to dig in this spot." The man began digging, but he found nothing but dirt and rocks. Furious, he shouted, "Where is the treasure? You've tricked me." The crows laughed, "It was just a trick. You're greedy, and you've trapped yourself in your own greed." Episode 4, Lessons Learned. The man was furious but soon realized that he had only himself to blame. He couldn't help but laugh at himself. As he tried to figure out how to get out of the situation, he decided to give up his greedy ways. Mosh, the dog, said, "Maybe it's time for you to rethink your priorities. Is happiness found in greed, or in your friendships?" The man turned to the crows and asked, "Can you help me get back home? I promise I'll be more respectful." Gargor replied, "It's okay, we know you've learned your lesson now. Greed doesn't bring happiness.